I'm very happy for you.
I'm so happy.
And your children, I mean, I don't know. It's funny. I think I have almost like the grandpa syndrome because I'm so hungry for videos of children I'm constantly pestering. I pester
bet.
Sona all the time, and she'll send me some that are really funny of her kids, basically with hammers smashing their house. And
just going crazy.
And what's the funniest thing is Sona's shooting it and laughing. The
I
whole
bet.
time. She's always like, gonna smash that, huh? Gonna smash that thing that great grandpa left for us in his will.
Yeah.
There it goes. You're just
really
laughing.
Funny. It's
But
really funny.
I beg her for these things, and then I'm like, more.
I know.
And suddenly I'm realizing that, I'm just in that phase where I can't, I love it. I
That
just love
kid
it.
thing is so fun. I'm sure you guys see. Like we'll have her all day, and then I'm like, oh, finally, and we put her to bed. I'm like, oh, and then I'm sitting there watching videos that I took of her all day. Like I'm like, what are you doing? Go live, lady.
I do that about my shows from the late 90s.
You do?
Oh, no.
I tossed that up for you.
Yeah, no. I watched them.
Right.
And I'm like, oh my God, look at him. Oh, look at him. He's still in his 40s.
Look how he eats with his hands.
Yeah, look how
Cute.
you can tell he's shitting himself. Oh. And then I send them to people. You got to check this out. This is me with Christine Baranski. Check it out, 2002. Wait, why am I looking at this?
Oh my God.
Aren't I adorable? No.
Oh my God.
You seem weird.
Your face hurts.
But I would, you can't take, that's the only thing I tell parents is you cannot take enough video.
Yeah.
Like
Oh
you
my
just
God.
have to have cameras rolling all the time
Constantly.
because it doesn't,
Just constant funny stuff.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. She's pointing right now and going, uh-oh, everything's uh-oh.
Oh.
Which we find, but it's so funny. Like I want to send videos to everyone. I'm like, why? No one's going to think this is cute but me. Because I remember when my friends would send me, I'm like, oh, great. She's saying uh-oh. Now I'm like, look, our child's saying uh-oh.
Yeah.
Like everything's so exciting.
Just means your baby's neurotic.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
You know,
Later
she
at
does say
45. Uh-oh.
Well, she would be if she got swords coming out her face in her classes.
Oh
you
my
know?
God. Yes. She
Yeah.
is totally immersed.
Uh-oh. Doing stunt work, it's
Now,
hard.
what's your feeling going to be down the road? Because it's so interesting. It's like you got started so
I
young
know.
doing what you're doing. And then you think about your daughter coming to you and saying, I want to do that. And your attitude might be very different. Like, listen, I survived that, but I don't want that for you.
I had such a good experience growing up as an actor. I had like the best parents. And I mean, Tom and I were actors. I'm like, she's probably going to be something like that. Or maybe and she's very, she's loves to show off and be on the video, loves to stare at herself. I mean, she's our child for sure. Loves watching her own videos, loves to catch herself in the mirror and like keeps looking. And we're like, yes, we know. We get it. She's very entertained with the things that she does. I think she probably will do something like that. But my experience was so great.
You had a good experience.
I really did. And I started so young. And if she wants to,
What was your first gig, your first paying gig? How old were you?
Oh my gosh. I did so many Barbie commercials when I was like the first Barbie girl.
Really?
So yes, I was probably between 5 and 7, and I did like 10 Barbie commercials. I was talking about this the other day. I think we were talking about it on Kimmel because they wanted to see some of them, and I couldn't even find, like, they don't even exist anymore. Like they're that long ago. But those were my first couple things, and then I did a TV miniseries where I played Felicity Huffman played my mom, Donald Sutherland played my grandpa, and Tim Matheson played my dad, and I was 5. And I remember the weird part is I remember every moment of it. Right. I remember my mom taking me there. I remember my little schooling I had to do. I remember going to set. I remember sitting on Felicity's lap, doing the scene, being told what to say, and had the best. I mean, it was just, I loved every second of it. So my experience was very good, but my parents were amazing. And they did it right. And I did a bunch of other things. I wasn't just acting. I think we talked about this last time. I wasn't just acting. I was like, okay, now you have your tennis lesson. Now you're going to go to camp. Now you're going to do this. So there was never I didn't get a job. It wasn't like that for me. It wasn't that effective for me.
It's so good. It's fascinating. Like the times I've spoken to Ron Howard, and he had such success throughout his whole childhood, but clearly his parents were on the ball.
Yeah.
And same with Shirley Temple, there's people that whose parents are all over it. And then, of course, there are parents that unknowingly, but they're not well.
I know.
They're not well people. And we've talked to we were talking to Natasha Lyonne about it, and she was saying she's being very honest. She says, she wasn't, it's funny, she wasn't blaming her parents. She was saying they did the best they could, but they weren't well. And she got a tough deal, and you just think about all these people whose parents are living through their kids, their own disappointments.
Yeah, that's really tough. I just did not have that experience. I was very, very lucky. So, if that's what Matilda wants to do, I can't really tell her not to, because I loved my experience so much. I can't be like, don't do that, because I loved it.
Eventually they have to find their own way.
Yeah.
As long as you control their finances.
Right.
Oh.
Yeah.
What? Wait, what?
Yeah. Isn't that the whole point? If your kids
Control their finances?
It sounded very aggressive.
Yeah.
It
for a
did.
It sounded devious, actually.
It did. And evil.
I probably shouldn't have stroked my non-existent goatee when I said it.
There's
I
literally
must have...
a $sign above your head right now. What's going on?
You can see those?
Yes,
I didn't
the ones
think anyone
above
could
your
see
car
those.
when I drove in.
I must control their finances.